Hello, I'm FBX and this is Q&A Saturday, the Willy series. I'm on my channel and answer your questions about life, the universe, and of course Minecraft updates. And although usually I get the comments for this series from the last week's Q&A, this time I'm going to be going to my Held for Review section. This is a section on YouTube where you can basically put comments to be reviewed later, and they temporarily do not show. And what I have as my criteria to go in there is it either is a self-promoting comment, it uses a website or a hashtag, because those two things are linked. It uses one of the banned words, which is mostly a bunch more websites and a few other key things like that, or on the other hand it can also be banned for using a swear word that's too egregious. I have a few of the more crazy ones in there, because if you're swearing on a Minecraft channel, it's either because you're super angry and the comment probably has no value, or it's because you're just trying to be edgy or whatever, and in those cases let's not have those comments be public. However, just in case I missed a good Q&A question, I figured why not dive into these 39,000 comments I have, and let's see if in the last few weeks we've got a good question in there, or at least let's just see what's in there, because if we're being honest, most of them are going to be truly awful, but that's what we're going to be finding out in today's Q&A, which I hope you do all enjoy, but let's just dive straight into it. So as it turns out, there is a real question here. I'm going to scroll through these in, order, of course, and the first one we've got here is from only a day ago. It was on my new 1.14 crafting blocks video, and they say, do you hate it when nostalgia kids bash the new versions of Minecraft? I do. It annoys the hell out of me. And honestly, looking at this comment at face value, it's like, okay, so you can see why they got picked up, because they used a particularly egregious word in there, but do I hate it when nostalgia kids bash the new versions of Minecraft? I'm going to be honest, I think a little bit. Like, when some people are like, oh, this is so un-Minecrafty, it's like, we have to wait and see it first. You can't just look at something and say, oh, it's awful. I think you should always give something a try, and if you don't like it, then usually you can shape the game better. A lot of the new features in 1.14 are based on community feedback, and the truth is, though, they only, accept your feedback if you actually care about something. If you just blindly say everything new sucks, then your feedback means nothing, because, you're gonna hate everything regardless of how good or bad it is. So yeah, I do hate when nostalgia people do that. I hate when people just say, oh, this is just a Minecraft mod, because it looks like a Minecraft mod, but at least give it a whirl, see what it actually does before you complain, in my opinion. But that's just my personal philosophy. Let's move on to the next question. So yeah, I've scrolled for about 3 or 4 days worth of these comments, and I finally found one by Unlikely Manx Gaming, who says, can I have a shout out? And to answer your question, no. Although actually, this might count as a shout out. Shout out to Unlikely Manx Gaming. There you go, man. This next one is really interesting because he asks, how can we join your Discord? And then he says he found the link, but he found one that I don't think matches what the link I usually give is, which is discord.gg/toycat. So yeah, because of this video, which was I let anyone join my Minecraft world, I have had non-stop people asking, how do we join the Discord? And this one actually does upset me a tiny bit, because it's like, if you Google Toycat Discord, it does come up, like if, I don't put it in every video because there's a lot of things on YouTube where every single YouTuber is always pushing things at you all the time. I try to be different than that and only push things when absolutely necessary. So like the Toycat Discord, it's there. If you want to join it, it's like public knowledge. There's a lot of things like that where you can easily find out where to get it, but I don't want to force it on you. And yeah, the Discord's the same. But if you've been wondering this whole time, like, where's the Toycat Discord? I hear that's how you join the realms. It's discord.gg/toycat. But again, I try to, when I'm on YouTube, be super careful about what I push, because so many YouTubers, it's like 3 minutes of content, 6 minutes of pushing at the end, a minute of, telling you to hit the bell at the start, and it's like, man, what about, the video or whatever? And maybe that's why I fail. Maybe, more people would, hit the like and hit the bell if I spent every waking video of every video being like, hey, make sure you hit the bell. And by the way, have you hit the bell yet? If you haven't hit the bell, make sure you hit the bell. By the way, if you're liking Q&A Saturday, make sure you hit the bell, because it so supports me. Maybe that's what I should do, but I don't. The next question here from 1,000 subs about a video is, you drink enough coffee this morning, mate? Which makes him sound Australian. Not sure if he is, but he looks like he's Shrek, so who knows? But yeah, no, here's the funny thing. I get so many comments like, how much caffeine or crack or coffee did you go through? The truth is, I actually don't drink caffeine on a regular basis, because everyone knows that if you just drink caffeine, you just get a stronger and stronger tolerance, and it's like, man, I don't like coffee that much. So I didn't drink any coffee this morning, and on the morning of that video, I don't think I drank any either. Like, I sometimes have a little bit of energy drink just to like keep myself awake, but that's about it. Pro tip, by the way, if you're watching this, like, going without caffeine, I mean, like, you'll get your tolerance to go away, and then you can drink it again. But if you just drink coffee every day, it's like not drinking coffee every day, except it's drinking coffee every day. So keep that in mind. Pro tips of Toycat. The next comment here is from Tyler Horton, who says, "Are you f***ing kidding me? 2 bamboo literally make a stick IRL, and you complain about the realistic feature?" I mean, I'm not sure that's how bamboo does work in real life. You get 2 bamboos together, and it's like, oh, it's a stick that now can be used as part of a pickaxe or something like that. That was my confusion and/or lack of that. I wasn't even complaining about it being like a unrealistic feature. I was just saying, like, why does it need to exist? Of all the recipes we could have gotten with it, it seems like the least useful in this update. That's all I was saying. Jesus, though. I like this next comment a lot for 2 reasons. One, because it's actually correct. Holy shit, predicted pandas. Yeah, I mentioned that pandas would be coming in a future update in one of my future feature videos, because again, it was confirmed to be coming at some far future point. And second of all, I love that he, he censored the shit there. Like, oh no, I'm gonna say SH asterisk T and then WTF. I know, there's just something about that that's like, I don't know how he ended up here. Like, what did he do wrong? Bad words? WTF? But it's kind of interesting regardless. Next comment is from Blinking, responding to the Let's Play episode 370, which is actually episode 369 because I made a mistake with the titling, who says, "Dude, what the f are you talking about in this video? You literally sound like you're just rambling about thoroughly thinking it through. Stop talking out of your arse and focus on the game." And it's like, man, I don't know if you understand the concept of the Let's Plays on this channel. Like, did he come to the video expecting to like learn a bunch about 1.7.0? Because, that was covered in the first minute. I always get confused when people find a video like this. Is it like, because you have to search out the Let's Plays. The Let's Plays are never recommended by YouTube because, again, it's like, they're 30 minutes long and they don't fit all the criteria for, a YouTube recommended video. So you searched out that video and then you were upset with the thing that you searched out. And it's like, well, I mean, it's Let's Plays. It's meant to be kind of like the vlog mixed with a Let's Play mixed with building all at the same time. It's not meant to be any of those 1-3 things, but Blinking doesn't understand. Let's move on to the next one, though. Next comment is from Freeman, but with a weird upside down Y instead of an A, who says, "Dude, seriously, why do you talk so fast? Every time I see you in my recommended, I want to watch, but then I can't understand." Real cringy. Well, here's the funny thing about that, right? If you're the sort of person who can't understand the Toycat speed, of which, is apparently one of the signatures of the channel at this point, then you can slow it down. There is an option for that, 0.75 times speed. And a lot of people are just like, oh man, if it doesn't start that way, then I can't end it that way. And I do kind of understand that, like, yeah, most YouTubers speak slower than me because, they're trying to get the broadest appeal possible, but I talk at the information density rate that I'd like to get across. I'd like to tell you as many things as possible in as short time as possible, because if I talk fast, people complain. If I, have a super long video where I talk slow, people are like, oh man, just get to the information. And if I'm being honest, the thing I prefer of those two is getting to the information faster. There are so many videos, especially tutorials I've watched over the years, where the person has like 2 minutes before they actually get into it, then they take like 2 minutes to explain every step, and it's like, no, fast, zippy, from thing to thing to thing, and so I can get the best of both worlds, explain all the detail, while also doing that, I try to talk fast, and that's what some people don't like, apparently. Next question, or I don't know if these are even questions really, but we're diving into them like they are anyway, comes in from Thomas SH, who says, "Why is there a Vox in the thumbnail? Clickbait much?" Because it's the 1.14 mega update. I'm literally talking about the update and all of the things inside of it, which is why there's also a crossbow on the thumbnail, and then there's always someone who will call it like clickbait, regardless of what level of talking about something you do. Regardless of anything you put in your title thumbnail, there's always someone who's like, I wanted to click this, and even though I did, and even though it's roughly what I expected, I feel like, you're the one who's wrong because I clicked the video. And I can understand, like, okay, so you might say there's clearly some level where it does become clickbait, but the worst bit is there are so many YouTubers. You can look to this day where, in the Fox example, I saw a YouTuber who, made a video recently that was like, oh yeah, showing off the new snapshot with foxes. It was just them showing off a mod where they were using foxes. And then everyone's like praising that video. They're loving the guy playing around foxes. And it's like, no, that's literally, they claimed there was a snapshot with foxes. They had foxes over it. But I put a fox in the corner of the thumbnail where I'm talking about them and where it comes up in it. And then there's still a guy that's like, oh, what the worst clickbait is. Like, people, for some reason, seem to hold different channels to different standards. And it seems as though, like, the tiniest thing will always upset people, because a lot of these comments are all about clickbait, and I don't know why that upsets me, but like, that proves my point in my opinion. That like, the tiniest infraction will always upset someone, no matter who. Every single video is always going to be clickbait to somebody, because I guess that's apparently how this works. But let's keep moving on, because I'm actually kind of enjoying this, even if there's some ridiculous ones in here. Okay, so this one, it just shocked me, and this is a good point of, like, why we need this system on the channel, because Vitu says, you can buy Minecraft maps now? What the fuck kind of Judaism is this? And it's like, whoa, that goes from, okay, I don't like microtransactions, to Jews are behind all the microtransactions in the world. And it's like, whoa, 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 take a step back there, Mr. Weird Fox Mouth Nazi man. But no, so yeah, long story short, you can buy maps now, fun fact. It's actually kind of interesting because I make videos about Minecraft, as it's just officially known, so a lot of people, you know, who only like watch Java or play Java will stumble across the videos and be like, man, what is with this version of the game? Why can you place blocks in front of you? And there's microtransactions now? It's weird just how many Java players don't know about the microtransaction system and apparently jump right to anti-Semitism as soon as that comes up, which is interesting to me at the very least. So it's interesting because in here there's actually a few Q&A Saturday questions that clearly just got caught up. So just to go through them one by one real quickly, what color / pattern do you want to see for the 9th cat? I want to see cookie, although it's the 11th cat now. What is the universe? What is life? What is a potato? The universe is the thing we live in, life is the thing that makes you live in it, and the potatoes are the thing that allow you to continue living if you live in Latvia, Ireland, or Soviet Russia. And then do you think palm trees will have coconuts? It's not even an issue for us, and I don't actually think so, but you know, when they're gonna come at some point, we just don't know when. And then finally, what made you start Q&A Saturday? I started Q&A Saturday because I wanted to have a genuine like feedback dialogue once a week with subscribers. I think it's both, one, an opportunity to answer some of the big questions about big upcoming stuff. Like, it used to be on Minecraft, we had no clue what was coming, or at least lots of people didn't, so it was a good way to kind of answer the big questions without necessarily having the confirmed info, while at the same time being a good, like, you know, response mechanism, so I can, again, answer some of the bigger concerns you do have. The big concern I always have on this channel is, like, trying to communicate clearly with all of you. Like I said earlier, I don't want to just push stuff all video, I don't want to do this and that. I want to be, ideally, better than other YouTubers at, you know, like, not being awful, because, again, there's a lot of awful stuff on YouTube, and I feel like Q&A is a good way to keep in touch and have, again, like a proper way for you to leave feedback and for me to respond with what I think, because text to text, Twitter to Twitter, it's useful, but it's not the whole thing, whereas a video allows me to talk directly back, and I like that personally. I think it's a good secondary purpose. I don't know how many people even use it for that reason, but that's why I started Q&A Saturday. And there we go, we got a real question in here, but let's go back to the awful ones. This question comes in from First Name, who says, why can't Minecoins be earned? Some form or way, why does Microsoft have to be an arse about this? And the answer to this question, by the way, in case you're curious, is because it's a form of currency in the game. Like, I guess this is the real problem with them calling them Minecoins. It assumes it's a virtual thing they can give out at a will, but it's meant to be like a currency replacement. It's not like oh yeah, there's some magic way to get them that you can also buy, and I think that's actually one of the big flaws in Minecoins. But it's funny that someone's like, why can't Minecraft just give me money? Like, I want money, but without spending money. Why is there no easy way? But that's one of the issues with, I guess, calling a currency Minecoins when it's just a replacement for money. But that's just my 2 cents. Let's get at least another comment in here. Okay, so I've scrolled through around about a couple thousand comments now, I think. It's taken a very long time, about 40 minutes or so of real life time, but I just wanted to end on this one because I thought it was beautiful. This is 2 banned comments from the same guy, or 2 held to review comments from the same person. The first one is, did you seriously not link the fucking pack? And then in response to that, I don't give a fuck about your links, I want the pack! And it's like, man, what do you want? Do you want links to the pack, or do you want no links at all? It's like 2 comments saying literally opposite things, but getting angrier and angrier. I think this is a valuable moment to remind you that the angrier you get, the less sense you make. You might think in the heat of the moment that, like, you're so upset that, like, everyone else is in the wrong and you are the only person that's making sense. But the truth is, you're the only person not making sense. Do you ever see those crazy people doing absolutely insane things, like jumping over barriers and, you know, charging at someone with a broken bottle?
Sexual sauce. I'm Kendall Rick! What beloved dum dum! I'm Kendall Rick!
That's gonna be eventually you. If you let your anger get over you like this is like a valuable life tip that I learned when I was fairly young, because I knew some people with some anger issues. It's like, man, if you act on every single impulse you have at every given time, you have a worse life in general. And if you get so angry that you, like, say the opposite, but get anger at the same time, you're just hurting yourself, man. You're just hurting yourself. So yeah, pro tip, learn some anger management. I think everyone has a part of them that's, like, really, really bad at anger. And if that includes you, then this is a valuable lesson to fix that. And if that doesn't include you, then I don't know, I hope you all enjoyed this video regardless. You can like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do. like Q&As I stay in when I respond to... Are these even hate comments, or are these just like banned comments? Whatever way you want to say it. I hope you did all enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions for next week's Q&A. I will pick them normally, not based on the banned thing. Although actually, a lot of people are going to just leave comments, like trying to say banned things to get the next one. I won't do this for a while now. It's kind of fun, but like, we'll give it a break for a bit, because a part of me dies every time I read, again, a ridiculous comment like this, where it's like, man, you're putting so much effort into like hate. Your essence is like dedicated to hating me for like one comment, and I know I'm not used to that. Being on the internet, I should be easy at like, oh yeah, so some people just hate me, but like every now and then it really does drive a little part of me like mad, like, why? If I wish I could talk personally to each of you and explain what's wrong with you, but it's not a thing I can do, and maybe this is why I shouldn't be a YouTuber, or maybe it's why you liked the video. By the way, hit that like button, hit the bell, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, and I'll see you all in next week's Q&A, or tomorrow for a video about why 1.14 is the best, because I'm still going to keep talking about 1.14. Such a good update. Goodbye.